Hi, I'm Katie Hacker, your host, and there are stages to every journey. When we brand ourselves as a jewelry artist, we often move from designing for ourselves as a hobby to creating a business. And that's where Robin Kramer comes in. Welcome, Robin.
Hi, Katie. I'm so excited to be here.
So happy to have you. And with your background in the jewelry industry, I mean, you've done so many different things, from the Flourish and Thrive Academy to Red Boot Consulting, and working with some major brands that people would recognize. As a salesperson and consultant, I'm so happy you're here. I just think you have so much to share with us today.
Thank you. And nothing brings me more joy than helping jewelry designers and makers.
Well, I know you love jewelry. Those earrings are really, really sweet. And
Thank you.
You always have something cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so today we're talking about making a collection and where people should start when they're thinking about branching into doing a show or moving past sort of the little show they've done to a bigger show. You know how it goes.
Absolutely. And it's so great to think of a collection, because what I see a lot out there is very piecey. And if someone's going to do a show and wanting to show their whole work, if you just have one style or one way of doing something, it's not giving your audience, your customer, more variety. So I am so excited we're talking about this subject, and would be thrilled to dive right in.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So let's talk initially about the statement piece. So there are three actually kind of styles, if you will. And there's the statement, there's the gateway, and there is the add-on or upsell piece. And I love that we have some examples here to show everyone. So the statement piece is going to be that kind of over the top, that draw people in.
Really dramatic, exquisitely crafted, probably one of your more expensive pieces. We have a piece here from Julie Sanford. This necklace is beautiful, and her work is amazing. And the stone itself is gorgeous too. So this is really a statement piece.
So breathtaking. I loved that piece. And in fact, when she had it on, I was like, oh my gosh, that just drew me right to it. But that is the piece that usually people come to you for, or they're drawn to you because of that. But they might not buy it because either it's a little too over the top or it's a little too expensive, right? So then we have the gateway piece. And that's what they get, a little piece of you. And it's not as expensive. It has kind of that same similar style, and they get to walk away super happy with a beautiful piece. And then we have one of my favorites, the add-on or upsell piece. And that is where if somebody's buying a gateway piece, you can easily slide that in and say, you know what, these earrings look great with that necklace. You might want to consider that. And add-on is just, you should always have some to go with each gateway piece that you have.
Okay, so I'm going to pin you down here and ask you about, let's say someone creates a beaded necklace.
Yes.
And it is a particular color combination. Do we need a pair of earrings that go with that necklace?
I would do a pair of earrings that go with that necklace with a couple of different, have that be a gateway piece too, where you have earrings that will have many different colors to go with the necklace. And then I would do some of the add-on and upsell pieces that are single. So it might just have one color in it or one bead in it.
Oh, that's great advice.
So then you can either sell the one that's another gateway piece with, in addition, an upsell or add-on piece, or just have she can walk away with two pairs of earrings to go with the necklace.
That's a great idea. I love that advice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've always wondered.
That's my saleswoman coming through.
Yeah.
And you know what? I have some wonderful examples that I brought with me in some slides, and I'd love to show you these pictures.
Okay, let's take a look.
All right. So our first one here, I wanted to show you this example because I think it does a great job of presentation, but the majority of the statement pieces are on top. They're the ones that you see first, that are really, the designer is showcasing those pieces. So you can see even on the, right below the vase right there, that you see that the bigger piece below, and then you have a gateway piece up above it. And then in the middle, all of those pieces are statement pieces. And even to the other side of it, she's got 3 statement necklaces. And then right below, she's got some bracelets that are great gateway pieces. And then you'll see the earrings that are perfect add-on pieces. So she does a really nice example of drawing you in and then showing the rest of the assortment.
Well, and I think this is a beautiful way of illustrating how when you're making a collection, it doesn't mean that everything has to match. And it doesn't mean that everything has to look the same. You know, these are all different categories. So each of these pedestal displays is a different category, I would say, within this collection. So I think that really works well too.
She does a wonderful job of that and continues it on through the bottom level where she has risers, but they are, you know, they all go back up and really do a nice job of complementing the statement pieces.
Right, because you don't want everything to look the same.
Right.
You know, and there's a lot of variety here, but it feels like it's from the same person.
And that way she can buy many from your collection, right?
That's right.
All right, so the next one. So this is Irani Kappas, and I love her line. It's really interesting. She uses antique beads that she gets, I think they're all from Germany. They're glass beads. They're really interesting. And she does a great example. So these are statement, you see on the second row, the statement necklaces that are really, they're not that much more expensive, but they're definitely making a statement.
Mm-hmm. They're colorful, they're fun. Right. If you were wearing this, you're going to get a lot of compliments.
Absolutely. And I love also how she has done the bracelets that really capture the colors in the statement necklaces. So everything kind of goes together. And that's another thing with a collection that you want to make sure that you're able to merchandise it really well together. And she does a really nice job of that. And then of course you have the add-ons, which are the earrings that are wonderful and do a nice job of complementing each of the other pieces.
Okay, well, you know, when you're talking about collections too, I think it's something to consider that you're going to be changing this collection. This is not forever. You know,
Right.
I mean, I guess there are some lines that are that way, that are more of a permanent look, but I can see the benefits of creating these pieces seasonally or whatever your sales time is.
And you'll see with a lot of times, most designers will bring in 2 new collections a year, sometimes up to 5, and especially if they're working with stores. And you'll see the same style. So if you look at this particular designer, if you look at her work even before, you'll see it's a very similar style, but she's using different colors or things. All right, let's move on to the next one. So this is Sydney Lynn, and she is an amazing one-of-a-kind designer, and you'll see the bigger pieces here on this beautiful orange. It's on the left-hand side here, and you'll see the bigger statement pieces, and even the necklace, the beautiful fuchsia that's right there. And the displays that she has really showcases these bigger pieces, and then more of the gateway and add-on pieces are going to be the smaller earrings, the rings. She does a beautiful, really gorgeous job of displaying the rings. And you'll see, I don't know if it's a little hard to tell, but there are multiple rings that are being shown on some of the ring holders in each individual.
Well, and I think that's a great point. You know, when you have these little stackers, they're in one category, but when you have a big cocktail ring, couldn't that become the statement piece in your collection?
Absolutely, absolutely it can. So she does a beautiful job of kind of merchandising it all, even though it's one of a kind, that it has a similar style to it. You can really tell that it's her work, which is really nice. All right. And this is Alexis Batar, and Alexis Batar is known for more of the kind of costume, acrylics, really interesting and kind of avant-garde. And I love that you see the color right away.
Right.
That is throughout, which is really nice. And then you'll see on the left here, you'll see the earrings that are really statement earrings. And then he'll do the more kind of upsell or even gateway earrings that are not as big and not as decorative, I guess is going to be the best word for that.
Well, I think those are more of your everyday wear,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The statement earrings are going to be an evening or a special occasion, and then you've got those gateway earrings that are, I could see myself wearing those every day.
Absolutely. And there's clearly a theme, a butterfly theme here throughout too.
Right.
And you're seen in many different ways, from a big statement bracelet to a small butterfly necklace. So he does a really nice job of giving you a piece of his vision in all different views.
And I especially think those wing earrings are interesting on the bottom row. I think, that is a way of interpreting the whole winged creatures or butterfly theme in a totally different way. It's not representative of the insect at all. It's just the shape and kind of the feeling of the wing.
And it's nice how it still kind of, it's got a piece of what his bigger vision is, which is really great.
Yeah, those are beautiful.
All right, let's go on. And this is Dana Kellen. And Dana Kellen is known for her beading work. And it's, again, you can see a very consistent kind of style of this particular designer. And I love over in the top corner of the left-hand side, you'll see that it's a double necklace, which is really beautiful, and it's sold like that. And then you'll see on the bottom right-hand side that there's that single necklace that still has the same feel.
Right.
So you've got the statement, and then you've got the gateway piece, which is really nice. And the same thing with the earrings that she has, the beaded earrings that are really long and kind of flowy, and then she'll do the more simple earrings that are going to be the gateway or the upsell.
Yeah, I think this is fascinating. We have time for one more.
Okay. All right. And this particular designer, you'll see how it's the same. You can see the color throughout. You can see the designs. But there's definitely going to be, and this designer is Mickey Lynn. You'll see the more statement pieces, for example, on the bottom row, the second one from the left, how it's just a bigger piece. It's got more to it. And then you've got the more single strand necklaces that are really interesting and simple. And you'll see just as I said, the color throughout, which is really nice. But all of this merchandises really well together, and that's such an important thing that I think people overlook.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I so appreciate you coming to share this with us today. I'm excited to take this all to the next level. Thank you
Wonderful.
so much, Robin.
Thank you, Katie.